Join me right now on Kumite TV is one of the best featherweights in Australia, Diego Pereira. What's going on, Diego?
What's up, man? Oh, that was a great introduction. I like you already.
You are sitting right now on the Gold Coast, but you're originally from Brazil. Many people would think that you started your martial arts journey with jiu-jitsu, but that's not the case. What exactly happened?
Yeah. Oh, you hit that one right on the money because I get that question all the time. Yeah, originally from Brazil, moved to Australia when I was 16. Um, in Brazil, I didn't really know about jiu-jitsu. My sport was capoeira, kung fu. I did all sorts of things, but never really jiu-jitsu until I moved to Australia. And when I started training at about 19, that's when I, came to know jiu-jitsu and the history and so on. And people were like, "Oh, you must have trained jiu-jitsu in Brazil, and because you were born there." I was like, "Oh, I never even know it was, an art that was, sort of expanded in Brazil." So yeah, it's a little bit of a fun fact there.
Well, let's get into your career now, man. Fast forward that. You're on a 3-fight winning streak now. Your last two have been split decisions. What did you learn from those close fights with Kyron Moses and Sam Hibbert?
Experience, because they went the distance. I was able to experience a lot of things in there. Because it's one thing to try to simulate a fight in the gym, do the rounds and all that stuff, but it's you can't replicate that feeling of that you get on fight night. The nerves, the crowd, the walkout song. The expectations. You put a lot on yourself. The whole training. So. The fact that I went the distance with those guys, obviously didn't plan on doing that, but I took a lot from that was the experience that I did the whole, 15 minutes with them. I was able to see where my conditioning was at, what worked, what didn't. So I have a lot of time in there that I can sort of look back on and take from and try new things for later. And yeah, so the main thing for me was experience. The time in there is invaluable.
You said that you take little bits and pieces from those fights. What exactly have you taken? What exactly did you pinpoint that you need to work on for your upcoming fights?
Um, from them, we're always working on the game as a whole at all times. Obviously, we want to keep improving, you know, at all aspects of the game. But I think more so was pulling the trigger, I think, and doing it early, sort of imposing my will earlier rather than um, filling it out for too long or sort of, waiting to counter more. But that and also mental, I think, believing, more in the work that I put in and all that stuff. Is that, we all work hard, but more so believing in going in there with a um, sort of set belief that I will execute the game plan, and no matter what they do, I'm getting out there with my hands raised. So not too many technical things because on those fights I feel like I really didn't perform to the best of my abilities. So mostly mental for me, I think. But yeah, man, that's the big takeaway for me there.
Well, now you got a huge fight, a big test coming up. Eternal MMA 42, Aaron Blackie. He's actually the Aftershock featherweight champion, so a win over him will be huge for you. What are your thoughts on him as an opponent?
Black is good. I like the challenge that he represents. I feel like we match up really well. He's a strong dude, tries to impose his will, grapple, take guys down. Because I think he's very confident in what he does and finishing people once he gets them to the ground. So I like that he will try to come forward and try to take me down or whatever he wants to do. I'm ready. I like the experience that he has and the fact that he's a champion at Aftershock. I feel like I'll beat him at Eternal. He might, mail me his belt from Aftershock also.
All right, look at on paper. You mentioned you know, that Blackie, he is a guy that's very good on the ground. You yourself have a lot of knockout wins. Maybe many might even call you a knockout artist. Do you look at this as a simple grappler versus striker matchup?
It could be. It could be. I'm ready to go anywhere. You know, we've been preparing for so long for all aspects. You know, wherever this fight goes. But make no mistake, as you said yourself, I can knock this guy out at any moment, and he knows this. And I myself as well know the threat that he represents. So, I will keep this fight wherever I want it, and yeah, and wherever it goes, I feel like I'll have the answer. I'm ready. You know, very very well prepared. We've been doing this camp for a long time, so we've covered all bases here. So I'm ready to go wherever. But I'm gonna look to showcase some of the new tricks I've been practicing, and give the fans a real co-main event level fight with Blackie, and I think I've got the right dancing partner for that. So it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, let's delve into your training camp. You said you've been in camp for a while now. Where have you been working, and who are the main coaches you've been working with?
Um, so I'm actually based in sort of in between Brisbane and the Gold Coast. So I go to my main home gym is Southside Mixed Martial Arts. I also train with a H Legacy team. My coach Uncle Damage Man and Coach Paul Heem and Paul Stolier, my MMA head coach. So those are my main gyms, and also Southside Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, arguably, the best team in the country for MMA and Jiu Jitsu. So I have some good people, good group of guys around me for sure. So we've covered the bases.
Who are some of the training partners you've been working with closely to sharpen your skills?
Man, I have some strong, skilled dudes in my weight class, and also we have a lot of guys in actually my weight class, around my weight class, and also some bigger dudes who are strong and skilled. So at the moment, I'm not sure. I think I have Justin Van Heerden, who is one of the top featherweights as well, who just fought at Coastal Combat. I think he's riding a 2-fight win streak. Really good dude, strong. Brings a lot of good skills to the team. I have Casey, who is also one of the girls who's sort of breakouts. She's about to make her pro debut. She's really, really good. Also a good training partner to have. Some other guys some of the amateurs who are sort of coming up, looking to turn pro soon. I have, Naveed Hassan Zada, who just fought for at Eternal 41 in Perth. I have, Bruce, who is also another flyweight. I have another good dude who just joined our team recently, Ty Wall, aka Tank. Really, really good, strong guy. He's also on the Eternal 42 card. He's going to be on the undercard there. Really good, strong dude. I have, man, so many guys. I don't want to forget nobody so that they don't, think I'm not sort of giving them the credit. But man, I have a lot of guys around me whom people may or may not know about them. But they're there, in the grind, day in and day out, helping helping each other get better. And I think we have a strong team at the moment for sure. And soon, a lot of those guys are going to be recognized.
You and Blackie, you guys got the same record. You're basically the same position in your careers. What makes you different from him? What separates you from him?
Huh. It's hard to be objective and answer that question without bias. Obviously, you asking me what makes me different. I could tell you I'm better than him at every aspect of the game, which I do believe. But man, I'm trying to make sure I'm training hard as I can and smart, trying to surround myself with the right guys that are out there also trying to get better and better themselves in their fields. And each day, I feel like I'm growing and progressing a little bit as a martial artist, as a human being, as an athlete. And as long as I keep progressing that way and believing in myself, I'm only 26. I've only been doing this for a little bit. It takes a while, and I'm, just tapping into my, what I mean, my prime, and not even there yet. And this potential that I have is unlimited. So I think I will answer your question on March 23rd when I finish Aaron Blackie.
All right, you're 4-0 in internal. They're all finishes. With the win over Blackie, where does that put you in the featherweight division? Where does that put you in, compared to all the other featherweights in Australia coming up?
It puts me in a really good position, I feel. Their current champion has been inactive for over a year. Honestly, that's a joke. Hasn't defended the belt. I feel like with a win over Blackie, I'm right up there for a title shot, and Eternal is arguably the best promotion in Australia at the moment. So it puts me in a good spot, and with these good fights that are gonna, test me and challenge me, people are gonna look at me and see that I, belong with the best and deserve what I'm gunning for. So after this fight, I'm gonna call for a title shot like I did last time, but this time I'm gonna do it a little, it's gonna be a little bit sweeter, and the fans are gonna like that one.
All right. Well, this is the beginning of this year. Do you have any plans for the rest of the year? Do you have any other fights lined up? Do you have plans of training, abroad or cross training or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I never book more than one fight ahead of time. I don't want to ever overlook any opponents ahead of me. So the sole focus has been on this next fight. Once we get through this, then we plan for the next one. But I've been overseas, training with some of the best over at Jackson Wink. Plan on going there, sometime soon. Not sure if it'll be this year, but I also want to go over to City Kickboxing in New Zealand. They got some great guys there at the moment, and obviously we have to living under a rock to not know and what's going on. And my coaches have a close relationship with their coaches over there, so it's a good link, and it's very close. So I think I'm gonna get out there this year, get some training there with the guys, and look to learn and improve, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. March 23rd, Eternal MMA 42 co-main event, Southport, Queensland, Australia. Thank you for your time, Diego, and good luck to you, sir.
Hey man, thank you, John, for allowing me this little bit of time to share a little bit of about myself and my camp and promoting this fight. You're a gentleman. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my guys, the Atlas brand, TikTok Nutrition, the Fight Dietitian, Life Invest company is a great company coming up as well. You guys gonna see that throughout my apparel on fight night, working on some good things there. But yeah, and all my training partners and everybody who's been rocking with me for a minute, man. We were just getting started. So thank you for the support.